Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Special thank you to our sponsors of Marketing with Russ, Haugen's Gallery, Best Heating and Cooling, and Shortstops Burger Shakes and Fries. For more information on Haugen's Gallery and their personal brand of photography, go to haugensgallery.com. And for more information on Best Heating and Cooling and their heating and cooling comfort systems, go to best-heating.com. And finally, for more information on Shortstops Burger Shakes and Fries in Albany, Oregon, and their amazing food, go to southpawspizza.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Remote today, as you can tell, moving and grooving and making things happen. And I am so blessed to be with you today. I have an amazing guest. My friend Royce Blake is with me today, and we're going to get to him in just a moment. But I want to tell you, I am so blessed and thankful for this community. Thankful that you're here. Thankful for you watching, because without you, we don't have any live stream. Without community, we don't have anything. You know what? That's what I'm all about. I'm all about connection and community building. And, I'm a firm believer that connection, community building is a foundation for any good business, any good marketing plan, really any good life. And so I'm so glad you're here today. We're so blessed, all of us. You know what? And so today I want to talk to you about a few things. But first of all, what is Marketing with Russ all about? Well, it's about how amazing people connect. Like I said, I'm a firm believer that connection and community building is where it all starts. Like Zig Ziglar says, if you don't build the people, you don't have a business. He says, build the people, and then the people build your business. So that is what you need to do. I'm a firm believer of that. So I love to connect, of course, at russhedge.com. Simple, easy for you today. russhedge.com is a one-stop shop, one place to go for all the information about me, from my recent books out. I've got all my great books there. I've got all my live streams. I'm a marketing coach and a keynote speaker. Information about that, as you can tell, I'm very shy. I love speaking to people. Man, if you have an event and you need to fire people up, you need to bless people, I'm there for you today. So go to Marketing with Russ or to russhedge.com for that. And also all the ways to connect with me, including you can schedule time directly on my calendar to Zoom with me. My goal again this year is connect with at least 1,000 new people again. And I've done that the last 2 years. So I'm looking to do it again. And I would love for you to be one of them. Go to russhedge.com today. Also, our YouTube community is growing. Please join our YouTube community. The easy way to do that, just go to marketingwithruss.live. So if you know my name, you can get to my website. If you know the name of the show, you can get to my YouTube page. Subscribe today. What do you get from that? You get amazing content and amazing value through the great friends and people that I know that come on the show, like Royce today, and bless you And so today, go to marketingwithruss.live, subscribe to the YouTube page, share that out with your friends. Love for you to do that. And while you're sharing, share this show out today. Let everybody know what's going on. Tag your friends. Say, woohoo, everybody. Royce is going to be on Marketing with Russ. You got to be there. So today, make sure you do that right now. You can share this out. You can tag friends, let them know what's going on, and love for you to do that today. Also, just want to remind you that my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, and my other books, the most recent, Beyond Boundaries and Perspectives on Cancer, Volume 2, both out. Those are all available at russhedge.com, or you go to Amazon for those as well. So thankful for the amazing collaborative groups that I worked with on those. And I'm telling you, collaboration where it's all at. It's where it's all at. So last but not least, we have our marketing tip of the day. Are you ready? This is your marketing tip of the day. Ask the question. What? Ask the question. If you're in sales and marketing, which are not exactly the same, by the way, sales and marketing are separate, but marketing drives your brand. It drives who you are. You get your image out there. And then you can, if you need to sell a product or service, which we all do, or you're part of a nonprofit, whatever you are and need to raise funds, you need to get to the point where you've built that know, like, and trust factor, and you need to ask the question. When you built relationship and you are with people that know, love, and trust you, people that want to support you, people that want to bless you, and because you are blessing, supporting them, I'm a big believer in give first, give to others, and it will come back to you. But you have to get to the point where you ask the question, what is that? Well, a sale for your product, a sale for your service, funds for your nonprofit, whatever it might be, you need to ask the question. When you got ready to be married in your life and you found your beautiful sweetheart, you got to the point you had to ask the question or it would never happen. If you want things to happen, you have to ask the question. And that is your marketing tip of the day. All right, there we go. That gets cut out and it gets put out on social media separately as our marketing tip of the day. It's a short on YouTube, and love for you. That's part of joining the YouTube community. You get access to all those shorts as well together, and love for you to be part of that. So with that, we're going to just get things started, get Royce in the room. He's like, is it about time? Yes, it is. Mr. Royce Blake, how you doing?
Hey, Russ. No, I love marketing. You kidding me? Pump that stuff out. Let everybody know what the heck is happening out there. Absolutely.
Well, I think so many people, and we could talk more about this, but I think so many people get confused between marketing and sales and advertising and all the different things. What are they the same? Are they different? We can talk about that, but let's start with who in the world is Royce Blake and what are you up to?
Well, I am both a copywriter and a licensed certified business coach. So it's a marketing coach. And what I do is I help small businesses get more customers who pay them more money more often, the easiest, most cost efficient ways possible. And that is kind of our brand behind it. We're actually call it principle centered marketing because we teach you marketing principles so you can take it and use it yourself. So that's the coaching part of it. The copywriting part of it is kind of my, it started off, I was in radio for a long time and, I did morning shows. So after the hardest part about doing a radio morning show is not getting up at 3:30 in the morning. It's being funny at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the toughest part. But you're usually done by 11 o'clock in the morning. So after a well-deserved nap, I had hours to do with my day. And I started finding these little weird books and courses and started, slowly building my skills. And today, it's going okay. I love helping people, and there's nothing better than helping, especially a struggling business. So that's where the fire in my belly comes from.
Well, and I think that's awesome because I love what you're all about. When I started this show, Royce, so many people said to me, why do you have a lot of people on that like do the same thing you do? I said, because I love to build community with amazing people like Royce Blake that are doing similar things so we can rise together, because I'm a firm believer that when we work together, we all do better. I learn from you, and I'm looking forward to learning today. Every time I get on, I love the conversations because there's so much value. And everybody listening out there today, listen, say hi. We'd love to see where you're listening from. Please let us know where you're listening from, and tag your friends, because I know there's a ton of people out there listening that have not made comments, and we'd love for you to make comments and be here today with us live so we know what's going on in your world, and you can share in with everybody else. So, Royce, listen, we were just talking about the difference between sales and marketing and those type of things. Give everybody a little snippet in your estimation. What is the difference? I mean, are sales and marketing the same thing?
No, not at all. The easiest way to think of it is sales is a transaction, right? Marketing grabs what is most important today, and that is attention. Attention is the new oil. Let me repeat that. Attention these days is the new oil.
Right.
And everyone is vying for attention, right? And we know how attention works these days. Well, we sort of know, because on YouTube, for instance, right, you have 1 to 3 seconds whether someone decides to click on your video or not.
Right.
On text only, let's say a sales letter or something like that, it's somewhere between 7 to 15 seconds. At the same time, these same people will binge Netflix, right, for 6 hours straight. So it's really not about attention span. It's catching that magical mantra of marketing, which is what's in it for me. And if you're able to write that down anywhere, do it. If you're new to marketing or not sure how to promote your business or your event or your organization, it's always about what's in it for me. Because think about it, right? I mean, we're humans, right? 90%. I always like to use this analogy. Let's say you're having a bad hair day, right? Not you, Russ. It's over. But you're having a bad hair day. So what do you think about all day, right? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with my hair? Are people noticing? And you get to the end of the day, and you can ask Bob in sales, "Hey, Bob, did you notice anything about my hair today?" No. Why? Because Bob's thinking about his hair. That's all. It's all what's in it for me. So when
Right.
you're creating any kind of marketing, you want to think about what's in it for them. A
Right.
lot of these people, especially on websites, they list features and after features after features and descriptions of their products and all that, but they never explain what people will get out of it. One of the oldest analogies is, people don't buy a 1/4-inch drill bit because they want a drill bit. They want a hole so they can hang a picture. So, I mean,
Exactly.
that's the secret, is getting into their mind and what's in it for them. And I think that is really the mantra of all marketing.
Well, and I think, wow, I mean, you just hit it on the head, because when you're thinking of others, I love what John Maxwell says: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Get in their head and care about them, and really authentically, realistically, don't fake it. Really care about people, because that is where you really thrive. When you show people that you truly, really care about them, great things are possible. And I just love this whole thing about, that what do people really want? Like you said, they don't want a drill, they want the hole. They want, what is it going to do for them, right? Is it going to make them money, make them more successful? Is it going to build their brand and their business? What is it going to do for them? And that is where the secret is. Because I think our favorite topic, like you said, our favorite subject is us.
Right. Right.
Exactly.
What's your favorite word in the world? Your name.
Ye That's right. Exactly. And we gotta get away from that. We gotta get away from that, and we've got to learn to really focus on others. So, when you're helping people and they come to you and they're so confused and they don't understand sales and marketing, all that, where do you start with them?
And it's funny because a lot of marketers have kind of an a la carte system, right? You want this package or this package. And I spend at least a half an hour just listening to people
Right.
and where they're at, where they're having challenges, where they want to go. And there's so many ways to get there. People are so afraid now that, oh, I must buy Facebook ads, or I must put up billboards, or what, because Jack, the tire owner down the street, does it. I mean, no, there's so many options today. We are so lucky to be alive right now that we can do this instantly and
Yeah.
find out what works instantly. I mean, when I started marketing, we used to have to drive direct mail to the post office. I mean, that's how long ago it was. And then you'd have to wait a couple of months to figure out if it worked or not. And
Yeah.
today we know within hours or days of if whether or not something's working. So it's
Yeah.
easy to
Well,
change it.
yeah, exactly. And see, this is the thing. I think people get also, though, they get caught up in the instant society and the microwave. We get it right now. And I think that they need to realize that the people factor and the community factor is so important, because this is where you build that know, like, and trust, and people understand. You listen to them. Like you said, I love that point that you ask a question and you listen. Listen to people. What do they have? They're going to give you all the answers you need. You just need to listen, right?
Well, just like humans, every business is totally different. If you're catering to a retiree in Arizona versus someone in college, there's going to be totally different messaging, and totally different reach, as in, like, where are you trying to reach them. So I mean, there's so many aspects. But one of the probably the biggest line, the thing we shoot for the most in copywriting anyway, is trying to enter the conversation that's already going on in their mind. So if you can get into their mind right when they're thinking, gosh, I need that. Or, I mean, obviously, if you're not going to be looking for concrete saws if you're going to, pottery barn, so
Right.
it's really matching the message with the audience. And that's the big secret. And the other big secret is which audience. That's a big question for a lot of people. So
Oh my
I love to
goodness.
help with that as well.
Yes. Oh my goodness, that is so good. That's so good. I mean, and people always say, well, I don't know who my ideal customer is. I don't know who I'm trying to reach. What do you tell them when they say that to you? Because so many people are confused by that.
Right. Well, number one, and it depends on what stage you are in business, the easiest way is to look at your past customers, see, start looking at patterns, find trends, and if they're this age or male or female or whatever, they're going to look at this kind of product or this kind of magazine or watch these kind of shows, and that'll kind of hone you in a little bit. But as far as somebody that doesn't have past customers or a large list, we're lucky to be in this time of testing, so we can test stuff. It's cheap or free depending on where you're posting or advertising. Then you can test things out. If it doesn't work, switch audiences or switch platforms, and you can do that a lot faster than you could in the old days.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And also, same thing goes with advertising. You used to have to put out something, get your message there. And if that message didn't work, or you wanted to fine tune it or whatever, it took a long time to go to the printer and do all these things. Where today, with digital marketing, you can instantaneously, like you said, make that change. And I think it's important that with the tools available to us, that we need to utilize that part of it. Make sure that you are fine tuning what you're doing. I don't like this whole reinvent yourself thing. I am not a big fan of that. I'll get your thoughts on this, but we are who we are. We are an authentic person driven to do something specific. God has created us to do amazing things, and He's given us the talents and abilities to do specific things. And I think that people so often really know what they're driven for, but everybody is telling them they should do this, they should do that. Just like you said, they're trying to be somebody else, and people are shooting all over them. And instead of doing what they authentically know they're supposed to do, they're trying to recreate themselves into somebody that they're not. So what do you tell people in that arena?
That is, wow. We could have a whole cage fight over this, but branding, right? Branding, personal branding, which is huge right now, can be so powerful. Look at you. I mean, Russ Hedge is a personal brand, whether you are real or not, it is now a brand because you've been in so many places for so long. So, and people know one of the best definitions, I guess, from Seth Godin. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not.
Yes.
Great speaker and great. In fact, I know he owns the record he writes daily blog posts since I think 2006 that's probably in the 90s. Anyway, his definition of branding is what's expected. And I thought that was so simple because it's what's expected. Now, to get to that point, everybody wants to be Coke and McDonald's, right? But Coke and McDonald's not only have the whatever decades it is of being there, but look how much money they have. Do you want to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to build a brand if you're not sure it's going to work? So number one is figure out what's working for you and then expand it out into a brand. That's the way to go, because personal brand can be as simple as being the guy in the crazy pink hat, right? Or it could be the guy with a million letters after his name that, is an expert. So,
yeah, no, I totally agree. In fact, what's interesting is when I originally did my book, Befuddled, Live the Life You Choose, I had somebody tell me, yeah, it might be kind of vain to put your picture on the book. And I said, well, here's my thoughts. I am my brand. This is a slice of me. I am what is trying to affect and inspire, encourage, and drive other people to connect and build community and have good marketing plans. I think that's the number one thing I should have on the book is my picture, because that is what like you said, that is my brand.
Absolutely.
I think that people sometimes it's the same thing, Royce, with this show. When I started live streaming, everybody told me what I should do. And I appreciate the advice. And there was a lot of great things I learned. But there was a lot of advice that was not me. And it wasn't the way I was going to do things. And I was successful in doing it the way that I wanted to do it and the way that I felt was best for what I was coming across with. So we just need to be authentic, be ourselves. I love that. When it comes to your branding, everybody, when you're having struggles too, you need to talk to somebody like Royce. You need to talk to somebody that can really help you. We're both here to talk to you. There's a lot of great people that we know out there that can help you, but you need to do that. So Royce, listen, as we wrap things up, give everybody your gold nugget of today. I'm going to have you back on because we need to have another one of these, but because I want to expand on some other stuff. But give everybody your gold nugget of the day, and then how do they get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I would, on LinkedIn is the easiest way to find me, and you can find my site on my profile and all that good stuff. So go to LinkedIn, feel free to connect. I love more connections, and my thing, and I don't really advertise this and I don't put it on my profile, but I love helping struggling businesses. So if you have, if you're at the wit's end, let's say you see a banking commercial come on and the pit in your stomach starts to turn, then it's really time to reach out and get some help. So if you're thinking, I don't have the money, I can't pay for ads, don't worry about any of that. Just give me a call and let's talk, because that's what really gets me out of bed in the morning. And as far as the golden nugget, I just heard this a couple of days ago, and I have a lot that I've used forever, but this one kind of just sunk in with me. And it was like, if you want to change someone's life, change their day. And I thought, yeah, just pick somebody, go out and make their day for no reason whatsoever.
That's awesome. That is so good. So good. So how do people get in touch with you, Royce? Because boy, I want to give you a call right now.
Well, do it. LinkedIn, LinkedIn is the easiest way. So that solves everything. It's under Royce Blake or Royce the Writer, and you'll be able to find me on LinkedIn. And that is definitely the way to go. I appreciate this, Russ, really.
That is so awesome. And all that information, by the way, everybody, is in the show notes. It's going to be in the comments. It is there for you to click on. It is clickable. It is there to send you directly to Royce. So today I want to encourage you to do that. Give him a call, reach out to him, connect with him on LinkedIn. Just make an intentional choice to have a conversation, because I am a true believer, and I know you are too, Royce, that everything is worth a conversation. That's where it all starts. And today, this has been an amazing conversation. Like I said, we're going to schedule for another one because I just love this, and there's so much more we can explore. But for today, thanks so much, Royce. I'm going to send you out to the green room. Hang tight, and I'm going to wrap her up.
You're doing fine work, Russ. Fine work.
Thanks, Royce. Hey, everybody. All right. Oh, my goodness. Amazing. He is just an amazing resource. You got to connect with him today. Like I said, that is that is in the show notes. Will be appearing in the comments, and it'll be there for you to be able to connect with him. Simple, easy. Get to Royce today. Reach out to him. Have a conversation. You're going to benefit from that. You are. And we are here on Marketing with Russ, aka #Russ Selfie, with amazing people every Monday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. For your listening and viewing pleasure, this converts to audio podcast. You can listen on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, whatever your favorite podcast platform is. And we also do little snippets. We cut out the marketing tip of the day, sometimes some other snippets to give you little highlights. But that's available to you not only on social media, but on YouTube. And like I said, at the top of the show, would love for you to join our YouTube page. How do you do that? You go to marketingwithruss.live, marketingwithruss.live, and you can join today. So I want to encourage you to be part of that. And please say hi in the comments. You still have a couple minutes. We want everybody to be in there, communicating. There's a ton of people that are watching right now, and I want to make sure that you're all communicating with each other and connecting and building community. So with that, what a blessing. Have an awesome day, everybody. I'm telling you, we'll be here next time, which is Monday, on Marketing with Russ, 8 a.m. Pacific. Until then, have a great day and a great life. See you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.